Hi guys, welcome to episode 14 of Mandy Pinecone Crafts. Today is April 27th, 2016. It's Wednesday. I tried recording this on Saturday, finally got it up to upload, I think Monday, and then there was some issues. I delete my recordings right after I get them to upload. So because I use either my iPad or my iPhone to record, and I just don't have the space to keep videos. So let's try this one more time. Hopefully this one works. So let's get into podcast news. I am still waiting to hear from Crafting Lynette. She won the Abigail giveaway, pattern giveaway about a month and a half ago. If you want to get contact with me, I will get you the pattern. You have until I record next. If I still don't hear from you by then, I will draw a new winner. Other podcast news, New Hampshire Sheep and Wool is the 14th and 15th of May. I'm going down with my friend Michael, who is the gay knitter. He's Yellow ZX5 in the Gay Knitter podcast. I've done a couple recordings with him. We're driving down Saturday morning and going to spend the day down there, visit with a couple other podcasters. I know Claire of New Hampshire Knits is going. Jen of the Uncreated Crafter is going. Jessica of Serenova Crafts, and I think there's a couple other podcasters that are going. There is going to be a podcaster meetup at 1 p.m. I'm just not sure of all the details right now. So if you are going, let me know. I'd love to meet everybody if we can. So there's that. It's been very light crafting since I recorded last. I've had some wrist issues down through here, mainly from work. So I haven't been able to knit much. Even cross-stitching, holding my frame hurts, so I haven't done it. So there's little progress on a bunch of different things, we'll put it that way. So let's jump into it. The first thing that I have done is I have one of my white birch fiber company. Nothing says screw you like a rainbow socks. Oh, and I don't have the ball band. Oh, yes I do. So it's white birch. Nothing says screw you like a rainbow. These are knit on size 0s in 64 stitches. I just finished the toe last night at work. So, and then the sock blockers are from Lynn, who is Toll Baby of the Two Tangled Skeins podcast. Her fiance Rob made me a set that I colored the white in with pink when they came and visited about it was Easter weekend. So there's that, and that all lives in a Stitch Together 4G bag by the lovely Amanda. Next I have some Cupcake yarns in the Bippity Boppity Boo colorway. This is month 1 of her Disney club this time around. I am knitting just a basic fingerless mitt using 44 stitches for my friend Brandy's daughter Letty. I've got one done and am working on the second. These are knit on size 1s, which are US ones, which are 2.25. And then this is living in a Tangled Skein CA bag by the lovely Sue. And then that's the ball. It has lovely sparkles. I'm really enjoying knitting it up. So there's that. those were on the floor. And then the next project, also in another Stitch Together 4G bag, is a pair of Norwegian rose socks, which are out of the Toe Up for Everybody book by Wendy Johnson. I've got that much done. The green and purple is some Lavender Fields by Fiber Stash. This is one of her really old labels. I've got that last year when she was doing a couple destashes of some of the older yarn. And then the pink is some Knit Picks Stroll in the Summer Bloom color. And those are getting knit up on size 1 2.25s also. I go up a needle size when I'm doing color work. I've done another pair of color work socks, and my gauge with the floats, I need just the extra stretch. So in this lovely bag that I sewed together myself is my mitered square blankets, which is a 31 stitch count basic mitered square. I've got 5 squares done. So they're all minis from my friend Sue. These are soft rope sock in the Scarf Gate color. This is Artisan Yarns Patchwork Pink. This is an unknown. This is Three Irish Girls. I'm not sure the colorway, but I really like the colors in it, so I'm going to have to see if I can find the colorway to get a full scan of that. And then this is Orange Flower. They're 50/50 merino silk in mineral. I'm working my way from the center out, so all my lines are actually going to follow the center out, and then in the middle I'm going for the middle out, so it's gonna be a project. So yeah, this is a big size bag. It's got pink and gray stars on the inside, and then it's got the pink bottom. I also made a notions pouch to go in it because it's got stitch markers, my needle, and then there's a pair of scissors in there also. And then I've got the DPN holder holding the DPNs, which matches the inside. So I made all those. And then I've got my cross stitch that I've been working on. I am working on 2 different pieces. The first one is actually Pocahontas stained glass bookmark. They're not actually bookmarks. They are 6 inches wide by 16 inches long. So I've got the first page almost done. I've just got to fill in her hair and her face here, and then just random little stitches throughout that are just onesies and twosies. And then this page will be done. I've got a grime guard that I stitched up, and then some needle minders from Minding My Minder and Etsy, are the 4 here, and then this one was for my friend Brandy. She sent me 5 of them in the package that I just got, so I will show you the other ones in stash, but that's the Pocahontas one. And then the other one, I got sick of doing all the confetti, which is the one like jumping around with single color, so I wanted just big blocks of color. So I started the stained glass Snow White. So I've just got the top corner done, and then another grime guard I made, and then I've got Snow White needle minders from Minding My Minders, and then my friend Brandy, the one she gave me for Christmas. And then there's that, and then I've got a bunch of stash. It's been coming in slowly over the last month. So the first thing I got was my monthly club yarn from Cubby Cakes. So this month, or last month, was Facing Fate, which is inspired by Merida from the movie Brave. So it's gonna be fun to see how this actually stripes up. And then I'd asked her, she posted on Instagram some new colorways she had dyed up. So I'd asked her for a skein of Mayflowers, which is this lovely hot pink, blue, green, and yellow. So there's those. They're both on her Yummy base, which is 440 yards. It's a 80/20 nylon. I really like these for my socks. So these are both going to be socks for me at some point. I've done a bunch of different, I've got socks out of a bunch of her different yarns, and I really enjoy knitting with them. So there's that. Also from Dawn, she's asked if I would do something for this month's club shipment. So she sent me a couple different fabrics. I've got the Mickey and Minnie fruits that I did my grime guard out of. I also did a grime guard for her out of this. And then I've got a Mickey and Minnie emoji fabric, which I think she also has a grime guard for, because she's got two different Q snaps out of that one. And then some Winnie the Pooh on gray. I also got a pattern from her, which is the, what is it called? Give me 1 second. I'm a bad podcaster. I didn't pull it up beforehand. It's a tee that has a little bit of bunching right here. That's all knit in the round. Because I did her knit along that she did while winter camp was going on. So it was the Riverston tee by, who was it by? I can't remember. I'm waiting for the page to load on my iPad. Sheila Toy Stromberg. It is this lovely tee that it's a lightweight. It's either knit in lace or fingering. I want to do it in a pale pinkish gray color, if you can imagine that, or the gray with a pink undertone, we'll put it that way, because I wanted something that I can just wear to work in the summer and still be a little bit warm, because our AC's, depending on where I am in the store, I am either freezing or I'm hot. So I think that would be a lovely sweater to knit for work. But she did her knit along January, February, March. If you knit 3 different projects, you were put in for a drawing, and I just won the pattern of my choice. So there's that. I also got my Q2 mini seam swap out of the Two Tangled Skeins podcast group. I received a package from Hummingbird 5, which is Deborah. She sent me 6 minis, some chocolate, and some tea. The minis are this is Mary Maxim Garnet. I've got, this is an opal, which I haven't actually used opal yet. This is another Mary Maxim in the Twinkle Toes and Sugar Plum. This one is Saki's from Lion Brand. I've got Oline. I don't know, but I really like this. This sort of reminds me of my friend Amanda. Just the green and the teal mixture. And then a Regia. She sent some maple leaf candies, which are actually gone. I finished them Monday night, which are just almost pure maple sugar. And then some Swiss chocolate. And then 3 different teas. I don't have one of them. I gave them to my friend Michael because I don't drink chai. So I've got Christmas morning. I got 2 of these, 2 of the white Christmas, and then 2 of the chai from her. And then a lovely note. So there's that package. I went to Joann's Daffodil Dash sale and picked up a bunch of fabric, and then also picked up another case for my cross stitch, because these are all the colors for Snow White, and then this is all the colors for Pocahontas. It's case what I really, this one snaps like this, and then the dividers on this one come out. I also picked up an app on iTunes for my iPhone and iPad, which is called the X Stitcher app, which will keep track of all your patterns and flosses. I've got almost a full set of DMC. I think I'm missing 2 or 3 different colors, and I can never remember which colors they are when I go in. So this app actually helps keep track of what I've got, what I'm running low on, so I can put everything in a shopping list that I need for a project without having to go through every single box, because there's 5 of them full of floss, and then what I'm using in this one. So it's a nice app to use. It's, I think, $2.99 on iTunes, which isn't bad. I know there's another one that Michael found. I don't remember what it was. That's $1.99. You can ask him, or if he's nice enough, he'll post it in the thread. And then I ordered some fabric from fabric.com to do a couple bags with. So I've got Snow White for me. I don't know when I'm going to use it. I just like the seams off it. It's going to be a big, I think, bag for my cross stitch. I'm just not sure. Another purple princess fabric. I've got a pink princess fabric, and then a hot pink or fuchsia with skulls all over it. This one I picked up to do a bag for my friend Rachel, who hates pink. But I was joking with her, if I found a pink fabric with skulls all over it, would she use it? So I'm going to make her a bag as this lining. I have to find an exterior fabric for it at some point. I'll go through what I have here and see what I have for fabric, and then go from there. And then I also received a package from my friend a wonderful package from my friend Brandy. I had made her a couple bags and then sent her kids some stuff for Easter. So she wanted to make me a couple bags. I got this lovely pink flowery grown-up looking bag. I'll put it that. And then I received this one with pink princess fabric, because Brandy is one of the people that I can share my princess fabric with, because she's also a big Disney fan. She's in love with Ariel. So I pick up fabric that has Snow White and Ariel on it. I will use what I want and then ship her the rest. She also made me this little Snow White Progress Keeper zipper pull out of just a little rubber Snow White, which I find adorable. So it's going to live on the bag. In the bag, I actually have some No Makers yarn to do a Mama Vertebrae with a couple people from our chat group, which we began, I think, every night, but Sunday nights are to begin going on. I host usually Wednesday nights. They start in between 7 and 8, depending on what my schedule is, because I also co-host with Michael of the Gaynator podcast. So depending on what our work schedules are, who out first, somebody will start it between 7 and 8. I know there's one tonight. I've got to get with Michael to have him start it, because I'm going to go out with my husband actually for a date tonight. So one of the local breweries here is having a Dutch brewery come over for Koninginnedag, which is Queen's Day, or King's Day I think it is now, which is usually the 30th of April. So we're going to go downtown and actually have a drink out, because I'm off today and then off tomorrow. He's going to take, I think, tomorrow off. So we're going to go out and enjoy that. Yeah, there's that. Also from Brandy, she sent me a mini. This is Little Mount Yarn Company in the Sanders Sisters colorway, which is on their glitter sock base, I think. And then I got a mini of Knit Pick Stroll in the Poppy Fields. I really like Stroll. I like the feel of it. It wears really well. I've got a set of socks that's half out of Socks that Rock lightweight, heavy, medium weight, and half out of the Knit Pick Stroll in the Summer Bloom. I did a pair of stitch surfers out of that, and I really like how the two are wearing together. Also from Brandy, she sent me 2 different teas. One I've already drank, and the other one was a queso. One was a salted caramel, which tasted amazing, which I had actually yesterday at work. So they ended up at work, because my tea bags end up at work, because that's where I'm more apt to brew a tea bag tea versus home, where I like the loose leaf. She also sent a remnant from a bag that she made of jasmine, because it's princessy, and I really like how this looks. It's probably going to end up in Notions pouch, because there's not a lot of it, but we'll see what I come up with for that one. And then she sent me the Pocahontas needle minder. I've got Merida with her brothers as bears from the movie Brave. I've got Rapunzel knitting her scarf. I've got Mulan in the cherry blossoms. And then I've got the frogs right before they turn back into humans, from Princess and the Frog. I was joking with Brandy when I was doing my princess clock that I had no needle minders as the newer princesses when I was doing my princess clock, because all the other ones I had picked up online. So I had asked her to make me a couple and send it whenever she had a chance. So she made me those. And then when she was in Alabama, she went to a yarn shop and was sending the group of us pictures. And then I noticed on the wall that they had Madeline Tosh unicorn tails. I can get full scans of Madeline Tosh here, but I can't get the unicorn tails, and I really want to do either a sweater or shawl that has neon, that's a charcoal brown, charcoal grayish blackish color with neon stripes. So I have in front of me the Pop Rocks pink from my Flaxlight. So I had her pick me up. I just told her that I needed everything but a pink. So she picked up Neon Peach, which is actually getting blown out. Edison Bulb, which, yeah, that's getting really blown out. it's highlighter yellow. There's Glass Bottom Boat, which is a little more green than it's showing up on screen. Fat Thumb, which is a lovely royal blue. And Flash Dance. Flash Dance is one of these that I've been actually looking at to get a full skein of. But I've wasn't sure on the color online, but this is it's a purple that has a lovely reddish undertone too. So it's got blues. It's a nice variegated purple. So she sent two. I've got those. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else. There's not. Okay, and then this is the other tea she sent, which was the Tezo Passion. I know I had the tea bag floating around here somewhere. So let's hopefully this one uploads. If you have any questions, ask me on the Ravelry thread. There is a topic for Ask Mandy. I will answer to you anything on the podcast, and there's also a welcome thread. If you say hello to me, I will say hello to you on the podcast. So anybody going to New Hampshire Sheep and Wool, let me know. I will put a thread in, I will open a thread for New Hampshire Sheep and Wool. So when this actually uploads, if it does, hopefully, fingers crossed. So have a good week, everybody. I should record, I think, either right before New Hampshire Sheep and Wool or right after, depending on my lovely work schedule. It's 3 weeks away. It's 2.5 weeks away. And yeah, there's a couple days off. Actually, I've got there's 4 more days. I have 5 more days off between now and then. So I will see what that comes out. I'm actually wearing my Miranda out of Dream Color Classy. I don't remember what the color was, but I had fun knitting it. This was my actually second sweater I knit. I think my first was my Hana Ho by Milski. So I actually had a hood on it at one point and then took it off because I wasn't liking how it was fitting with the hood. So I get a lot more wear on it. And because it's actually a little bit chilly here. We had 70-degree weather last week, and then we had snow yesterday. And it's actually all melted now, so it's, I think, in the 40s. But it's April in Vermont. We can have 70-degree weather, and we have negatives. So there's that. Have a good week, everybody. Bye.